She has a lot to say. She's like neighborhood patrol. So hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ioana, this is Poopik, and off camera is Coco. This is the preemie life. I wanted to start this channel to just explore motherhood alongside all of you. I've really kind of grown to love the YouTube community so much, and I've really found that the support that I got on Instagram and Facebook, and really just online in general, when I was going through what I'm about to tell you, that I went through really hard times, I knew, you know what, I think YouTube would be another amazing channel to just connect with more people, to share what I've learned. This marks a year in our life, and I just kind of wanted to share it with you. I've had friends and family tell me that, this is a story that could inspire, and even if it helps one person, I really definitely think that that's 100% worth it. When you're going through hard times, just being able to feel like you're not alone is so important, and like what you're going through isn't, this like one in a bazillion and you're the only one, and I don't want anyone to ever feel isolated when they're going through something hard. So this is kind of basically the purpose of this channel. I've also, I'm a product junkie, so I try a lot of stuff, and I want to kind of share what I've learned from, this madness. I also, I'm going through a lot of changes in my home, so I thought it'd be great to kind of share that process with you, from simplifying my life, decluttering, all that fun stuff. So look out for more of that on this channel. But mostly, I really want this to be kind of like a feel-good, just like lifestyle channel, you know what I mean? Anything you need from, motherhood to, I'm a photographer and a graphic designer, so I'll definitely do some fun stuff around that, how you could maybe, utilize some of what I know to create fun stuff for your family, whether it's a Christmas card or it's a cute photo shoot, or you really just kind of want, some cute things. So just keep an eye out for that. But basically, the reason why I'm making this video, I wanted my first video to be a story time. That way you can get to know me a little bit and kind of get an idea of really like the baseline topic of this entire channel and why it's named The Preemie Life. Over a year ago, I had my baby girl, Coco. She was born June 23rd, 2018, and she was born 3 months early. There is no long story short when it comes to this, to this story, but I kind of wanted to give you kind of a synopsis, and this is definitely a multiple part type of a story, but I'm gonna break it up into my pregnancy story, and then my afterbirth story, because I definitely think there's a lot there and people could benefit from it differently, and I don't want to like oversaturate it or kind of give you just like a little bit of information. I really kind of just want to give you it all. So join me and Poopik on this first story time. We're gonna get our tea. Coco's playing in her crib, and I'll let you, I'll tell you all about, my pregnancy. It was very difficult, and I think one reason why I really want to share this story is because I think I was very naive to how difficult pregnancy really can be. And when it happened to me, I was left really kind of like dumbfounded, like, whoa, this is like not what I thought it was going to be. Not that I would change it for anything. I'm so happy, but I think being prepared, and once I realized the possibilities, making sure that I prepared myself for worst case scenario, became super important. So stay tuned. I'll let you get comfortable. I'll try not to make it, too long, but share with you as much as I can, because I do think it's important. I think there's a lot of very interesting topics that we can discuss in the comments below. Definitely let me know if you've been through something like this, or someone that's been through a difficult pregnancy. Send them my way. I'm here because I want to share my story, and I want to connect with people that might feel like they're alone. You can't really control what's going to happen, whether it's health-wise with your baby or like within your own life, but you can control your state of mind. Coco! She loves the lights. So stay tuned. Excuse me. She loves to look out the window. Okay. She does not like me to tell her how to sit. So, let's get comfortable. A little bit over a year and a month ago, my water broke. I was 20 weeks and 5 days pregnant, and in the middle of the night, it was about like maybe 1:30. I didn't really look at the time when it first happened, just judging by how I thought time was passing. I think it was around like 1:30. She agrees, it was 1:30. So, my water broke. I woke up and I was so confused. This is my first child. I really didn't know like what, your water breaking felt like, but like I knew I didn't pee my pants. And it just, there was something weird about it. I can't smell. And one thing that they say right away is smell it. If it smells like pee, it's pee. If it smells like nothing, it's your water. So I couldn't smell, but I was like, well, maybe I did pee my pants. Like, who knows? Like, I don't know. So I laid back down, and I just kind of laid there, and maybe another hour went by, and all of a sudden I felt like another gush. There was no other explanation, but I knew that was not pee. I did not just pee. So I woke up my husband, and I told him, like, listen, I think my water broke, and he's like, you're crazy, you peed your pants. So I was like, I'm telling you, at this point I'm kind of freaking out. So he said, like, well, let's call the doctor. So, our gynecologist had like a doctor on call 24 hours. So I called and they said, listen, you can wait until the morning or you can come now. To me, it sounds like maybe you could have peed, but like if you come in, like we'll know right away. So I get there. There was honestly like a lot of waiting, and after maybe 2 or 3 hours, they came in and they're like, okay, we're gonna do this test. Judging by the ultrasound, we don't see fluid, but we're gonna do it's like they swab, and if it tests positive, it says for amniotic fluid, like your water broke, because there shouldn't be. It should just all be inside the sac. So they did the test, and they're like, well, listen, like, it didn't really come up positive, but, like, by the ultrasound, like, I'm going to say your water broke. And again, there was never really, like, your water broke. It's, judging by this and this, we would say that, yeah. So there was, like, okay, like, you have, like, and they even said, they're like, an ultrasound machine in the emergency room is not as good as, like, the one that we have in our offices. We wish it was, but it wasn't, so you can't really quite tell. She did have some fluid around the head, and stuff like that. So right away, they started telling us about, everything that could go wrong. This is not good, judging by, your pregnancy. 99% of women who go, it's called PProm, premature rupture of the membrane. 99% of them within the first 24 hours go into labor. And then after the first 24 hours, it goes to 50% of them go into labor after 7 days. And judging by that, because I was at 20 weeks and 5 days, if I was to go into labor within the next week, there was literally like nothing they could do for me, for my baby. A little side note, we had just found out 4 days before my water broke, or not even 3 days before my water broke, that she was a girl. We knew what we were going to name her and all that fun stuff. So for us, right away, we just were like, okay, but we're like, to me, it seemed like my frame of mind wasn't like, oh, yeah, here's all the awful things that could happen. Oh, but is there a chance? So they told me right away, like they said, you have 2 options and neither are that great. And I was like, what? They're like, well, you can, we can admit you and we'll monitor you. And, if you go into labor within the next week, there's nothing we can do for you. At 22 weeks, this was Yale New Haven. They said we could intervene based on whether you tell us to or not. And then at 23 weeks, we will intervene, admit it into the NICU, all that fun stuff. So right away, we're like, well, at this point, like, we've made it this far, I'm not in labor, like, let's at least wait it out. They did not like that was the avenue that I wanted to take. They proceeded to constantly beat it into my head that it is extremely dangerous.